Hi guys, I'm planning a hike to the ruins of the Aldridge Sawmill. This is a sawmill town that disappeared in the 1920s. It's located deep in the Angelina National Forest. And so I'm trying to figure out how to get there. And Google Maps is really good to help figure out the path. What I'm going to do is set up base camp at Boykin Springs Recreation Area, spend one night there, and then hike the Sawmill hiking trail, which goes along Boykin Creek. Boykin Creek goes along here, down to the Sawmill. This is a short hike. It only takes a few hours. And I'll be spending more time, a couple of nights down here, so that I can get a sense of this whole general area and just connect to the way life may have been like 100 years ago. You're welcome to join the adventure. Should be a lot of fun. I've got everything. Got my map. Got everything. Time to go hiking. This is so beautiful. It's where I camped last year. Oh no, a tree fell. Last year I camped right over there. Well, we'll have to climb over it. The trail needs a little maintenance. Man, let's see. I'll get through here. Fun to do this. Ah. Oh yeah. This isn't bad. Old Aldridge Sawmill is about 3/4 of a mile this way, and we'll spend this afternoon and tonight in that area exploring it. Camp there somewhere around there tonight, and then tomorrow we'll go back on the trail over in this direction, and so we'll be exploring this whole area, being very careful, of course, to not disturb anything. This is a National Historic Site. Looks like that bridge is rotted out. I think I'm going to take the long way. Can you imagine 100 years ago there was a town here and a school and church and people working on the sawmill, busy, busy, busy. And the town disappeared in the 1920s. It just closed up. Okay, here's the pond. A little deeper. I think I'm going to hear some wildlife tonight. Okay. This side looks like it was cleared. The trees are older. There probably were some houses in here. I'll have to look at the maps. This is the historic site. What are people thinking when they put graffiti on the National Historic Site sign? You know, people keep doing this sort of thing. These places will be closed to the public. This is an interesting old building. Actually, there's several buildings here. Man, that's really something. At least somebody tried to put all the trash together. I found a spot to set up my camp. It's on the other side of the float pond, the other side of the sawmill. There are people over in the Sawmill Now area. They don't come into this part because there are no trails, and you have to know how to get around through the float pond, which is pretty swampy. This location is really good. There's some trees with space behind it, and best of all, this is a stream with flowing water. And so I have water that I feel better about drinking after I filter it than that swamp water in the pond. These guys out there are really noisy, and so you could hear them a mile coming. So I'm going to stay really quiet as I put this up. I'm going to wait a little bit before I actually put it up because I don't want to make extra noise to draw attention that somebody or something's over in this area. My camp's all set up. This time it's a little bit lower to the ground and the tarp is lower so that it is less visible. I want this to be still so that if you're at some distance or on any of the trails, there's no way that you can see it. And even if you walk around here, if you're just 15 feet away, this disappears into the surroundings. But anyway, what I have here is my Soul Escape Bivy, which is an excellent sleeping bag in warm weather. This does not have any condensation and it reflects body heat back to you. The jacket that I'm wearing will be part of my pillow and will help keep me warm if it gets cold at night. It's supposed to get down into the middle 50s. I don't know if it'll get that cold. 2 pillows, a lumbar pillow and a neck pillow. And then down here I have a Sawyer squeezed water filter, and when I finish drinking about half of the water that I brought, I will take some from the creek right back here. The creek's wonderful, it's flowing water, and so it'll be safe to just put that through the filter. And then I'll cook with it tonight, and then I'll save it for drinking water for tomorrow. My little stove's all out, and again I will use the stove away from this campsite because I don't want to draw attention of food smells or smoke or anything like that to where I'm camping. So it'll probably be somewhere down the creek, some nice pleasant spot. I have my GoPro camera and charger here, and that will be set up in the pond. So right at the edge of the pond, looking to the west. And that way you will be able to see the moon going down and the sun going down and the reflections of light. It should be very, very interesting. And just on the other side of that is the old sawmill. I've been hearing people walk the trails, but most folks are so talkative you can hear them a mile away. And so it's easy to just be quiet while you're hearing them. And if you're quiet, you hear all these birds and the frogs. It's really, really fun. I am 20 feet away from the hammock. Do you see it? It's in the middle of the picture. Let me zoom in. You see it now? It's still there. It is right there. There's the outline of it. Oh yeah. Doesn't that look good? Those mushrooms in there and the rice and chicken. Oh man, that's a meal worth waiting for. Bon appetit. Dinner is served. Rice and chicken with mushrooms. I like to spice up my dehydrated meals, my mountain house meals, with a few things that I add, and it changes from night to night. Also, I like to eat my meals standing up, just walking around and listening and watching and learning and just having fun. Doesn't that look good? That's a pretty big bite, but I'm going to try it. Oh, there's a beautyberry bush right there. Dig a couple of those leaves. Oh, I don't want to take too many. I don't want to hurt the plant, but then I just rub those leaves on me. And then the mosquitoes and ticks don't like it, and they stay away. The settlers learned that from the Native Americans, and that knowledge was almost forgotten. But now it's known that the leaves from American beautyberries repel mosquitoes and ticks as effectively or more effectively than DEET. And they're testing now to see that these are safe, but history has shown that it's safe because it's been used for hundreds and hundreds of years. Oh. Home sweet home. Breakfast is served. Coffee with double hot chocolate and triple berry granola. Bon appetit. It sure is good. You should try it sometime. You'll like it. Well, I'm cleaning up trash and making a video about that because people leave so much trash here, and you know, this is a beautiful historic site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sad. That's the same. People painted their names all over it.
You know, we come here to enjoy this, and people leave things. I don't understand it. It's the nature of people. Well, I've been trying to change them. I have 42,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel worldwide, and I go hiking and camping frequently, and always when I leave the place better than when I found it.
That's a good way to be. Hello there, how you doing?
Hi.
What you got in the sack?
Trash. Unfortunately, people leave their garbage, and whenever I go to a place like this, I pick up the stuff that people left, and it makes it much more pleasant for everybody who's here.
Well, that's good. I didn't know any trash. I didn't see any trash along the trail.
Yeah, there's none on the trail, or very little on the trail from Boykin Springs, but when you get over to the ruins of the town, the sawmill, then you'll see quite a bit of trash, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But I picked up as much as I can carry this time.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. I went to Colorado in '98 with a friend of mine, and everybody seemed to carry trash out with them in their backpack. It was really nice. Good thing you're doing.
Well, I'm hoping other folks do the same.
Right.
The only way you set an example, and people are doing it. People are picking up trash.
You're right. That's how you do it.
Well, good to meet you.
All right, nice meeting you.
This fallen tree looks like a good spot to put up a ground hammock. I want to practice putting up hammocks in different ways than the usual ways. My ground hammock is set up now. I'm keeping a low profile, but when you do this, when you make a ground hammock, I suggest using leaf litter inside of a plastic bag, and any material that comes close to the ground should be treated with things to repel creepy crawlers. There will be a lot of insects and other invertebrates down there. I saw them already. The bed is very comfortable when you make a little mattress underneath it. One end is held up. I can crawl into it very easily. A similar setup to what I had before, with a night light here, and then my backpack. I'm keeping my water over here. I have one bottle of water that I keep next to me so that when I'm inside I can easily drink it. because I get thirsty in there. Anyway, this is what it looks like. I put a plastic bag here on top of the leaf litter so that it keeps it a little cleaner on the inside. Always keep a ground hammock closed because creepy crawlers will try to get into it. Well, I'm going to explore, and when I find something interesting, I'll start recording. A sign from the abandoned Sawmill hiking trail. There still is a Sawmill hiking trail, but it doesn't go in this particular area where the railroad previously ran. It takes a lot of maintenance to make a trail like this safe. Dinner is served. That is rice and seaweed and mushrooms, beautifully seasoned. And it's so good. When you backpack, your food doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be boxed Maxwell House or something like that. You can mix things depending on your taste, invent and enjoy. And what a beautiful place to have dinner. Can you believe that the plate that this dinner is served on right here is over 100 years old? Amazing. Well, I'm going to enjoy dinner now, walking around and taking in all of this scenery. So you should try something like this. You'll like it. Hi guys, I crawled into bed. I'm exhausted. It was a fun day. I really enjoyed it. The ground hammock is going to be warmer, I'm sure, than the regular hammock because I've got this mattress under me of all these leaves, and that makes it so nice and cozy. If you do that, make sure that you have some bug repellent on your gear because creepy crawlers like to get through. Anyway, it's really nice in here. You can look out. Just a second. Let's see if you can see the way the tarp is. The moon's up over there. And that's the end of my tarp. And I'm about ready to close the hatch. So don't want anybody extra to get in here. Sweet dreams. See you in the morning. Good night. What a beautiful morning for coffee, double hot chocolate, and triple berry granola. This looks like a dogwood tree. You know, you use the branches as a toothbrush. That's what the settlers did. Well, I may brush my teeth right here at this dogwood. Man, this is pretty. Just so quiet. It's a quiet morning. Always leave your campsite cleaner than when you found it. Until next time, peace.